Ndị be anyị ekenekwa unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Anyị siri na ụbọchị nke taa ya dịrị anyị na mma. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ cheta na ife a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si were wetara unu ya bụ ozi na-aga n'obodo a anụgbasịta maka ihe na-eme na Igbo community and ndị gbagasịrị anyị okirikiri. Dịka o si wee dị, anyị jere na mba UK ka anyị wetara unu information ka ya bụ ife ji aga. Ife ọnọ kịta anụ a kịta bụ Wotowoto promas na UK. Achọrọ m ịbịakpa okwu afa. O nwere okwu na-ekwu bifo ana owe okwu na ebe m na-alụ aka na-ekwu. Ndị ọbụla so wee na-eme ndị Igbo ife aga na-afụ ife mgbufa. Ndị ọbụla na-akpagbu ndị Igbo ife mgbufa ga na-adị steady. Ebe a ka m kwukwa okwu ya na-akpọ afa. Geenụ ntị kunu nụ Wotowoto na-eme na UK kịta from our brother. Ọ kọwara ya bụ ife ọfụma Biafra Unite. Ọ kọwara ka ya bụ mmiri si wee na-abazi na opi ụgbọgọrọ. So mma akwụsịgodi ya ebe a ka unu gee ya. Unu ga-esi ya unu drop one comment unu if you chere n'iru akwụkwọ gbasara maka ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kọwasị. Alright, over to you.
It's the biggest downfall ever. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 15th of February 2024, and I have a breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, this is something that every Biafran would love to hear. I want to say something that the people of the United Kingdom, the British people themselves, the citizens themselves, have no problems with us. Let me make it very, very clear to everybody before I go into the news in details and, of course, what I have to say to Britain. We, the Biafran people, have no issues with the British people, the citizens, because I was told from my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the British people are such a very good, loving people. They are very nice people as individuals. But their government is one of the most heartless, wicked, and evil government that you can ever imagine or see in this whole wide world. So, in other words, the people of Britain are very nice people, but their government is evil. Therefore, once the government is evil and also sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, in southern Nigeria, in fact, in southeast Nigeria, otherwise known as Biafra land, therefore, of course, the government of UK is bound to fall. Britain will witness something that their mouth cannot be able to speak. I said in the year 2022 that our people must, with immediate effect, start planning how they are going to relocate from UK to either any other country of their choice or come back to Biafra, because UK will completely be desolated. It's never a nation that is evil entity built with the blood of innocent Africans. UK is built on top of the blood of African people, black African people. Some of them were thrown into the Atlantic Ocean, while some of them were murdered in cold blood. Our resources taken from Africa to build the economy of United Kingdom. So they are going to suffer for it. They will suffer for it for sure, no doubt about that. So according to the news, let me first of all show you from Sky News. Sky News, of course, Sky TV is a UK based channel. So let me show you their own headline, and then I will bring you back to the Zoo, media. They said UK enters recession after steeper than expected fall in GDP. Wow. So you can see this is the headline from the UK TV, British TV known as Sky News. And now let me take you to Zoo Media and let us see what they are talking about. They say just in, UK economy falls into recession, and this is coming from The Nation, one of the Zoo Gota media outlets. The United Kingdom UK economy has fallen into recession. It fell into recession during the final 3 months of last year, official figures show, after the economy shrank by more than expected. Gross domestic product (GDP), a key measure of economic activity, dropped by 0.3% between October and December. That follows a fall between July and September. The UK is considered to be in recession if GDP falls for 2 successive 3-month periods. The figure will be a blow, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. The figure will be a blow, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said. Growing the economy was one of 5 pledges he made in January 2023. Meanwhile, Chancellor Jeremy Hunt is less than 3 weeks away from unveiling his latest budget. Voila. Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves said the data showed that Mr. Sunak's pledge to grow the economy was in tatters. The government can use growing GDP as evidence that it is doing a good job of managing the economy. Likewise, if GDP falls, opposition politicians say the government is running it badly. The government is running it badly. It may not be the fault of Rishi Sunak, who happens to be the Prime Minister of UK. In fact, Rishi Sunak is originally Indian man, an Indian man that is currently the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. That is another big blow to them. They said if GDP is going up steadily, people pay more in tax because they are earning and spending more. This means more money for the government that it can choose to spend on public services such as schools, police, and hospitals. Government also like to keep an eye on how much they are borrowing in relation to the size of the economy. Now, this is coming from the Nation's newspaper. I also want to show you the report from other Zoo Gota media outlets. I will show you 2 more, reports from the Zoo media, and then you will understand properly. And from the Sun News Nigeria, they said UK economy slips into recession. This is coming, of course, as you can see on top, from the Sun News Nigeria. Official data emanating from the United Kingdom's Office of National Statistics (ONS) on Thursday has shown that Britain's gross domestic product (GDP) shrank by 0.3% in the last 3 months of 2023 after contracting 0.1% in the third quarter. That contraction is officially a technical recession in economy balance. Official GDP data further revealed that the pound sterling weakens moderately against the United States dollar and the euro. Wow, even their pounds is also going down. Wow. The ONS said the fall in GDP in the fourth quarter of 2023 was the biggest since the first 3 months of 2021. A Reuters poll of economists had pointed to a smaller 0.1% fall in the October to December period. Economy output dropped by 0.1% in monthly terms in December after 0.2% growth in November, the ONS said. The Reuters poll had pointed to a 0.2% fall in December. Britain's economy has been stagnant for nearly 2 years. The Bank of England has said it expected to pick up slightly in 2024, but slow growth this year will still represent a difficult backdrop for Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's attempt to woo voters ahead of national election expected later in 2024. Now, this is from the Sun newspaper Nigeria. I also want to show you how Sahara Reporters has also reported their own, and their title said, British economy has officially entered recession, figures show. This is from Sahara Reporters. In what is a blow for the governing Conservative Party ahead of a general election this year, the Office for National Statistics on Thursday estimated that economic activities as measured by gross domestic product declined by 0.3% in the fourth quarter of the year from the previous 3-month period. Wow. The British economy fell into recession at the end of 2023 for the first time since the onset of the coronavirus pandemic, as output shrank more than anticipated in the final 3 months of the year. According to AP, it said all three main sectors services, industrial, production, and construction were down. That was far more than 0.1% decline anticipated by economists. The quarterly decline followed a 0.1% fall in the previous 3 months period and highlights how the economy has been hobbled by high interest rates that have been raised to reduce inflation, AP reports. A recession is officially defined as 2 straight quarters of economic decline. It is the first time the British economy has fallen into recession since the first half of 2020, when output divided during the country's first COVID-19 lockdown. Being in recession is hardly the ideal backdrop for Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as he moves when to call the election. Wow. So you have seen, my people, this is from the Sahara Reporters platform. Now I just want to tell them something. One thing, you cannot continue the oppression of innocent children of God and you expect yourself to progress. It is not possible. The children of God, the Biafran people, are crying to their God, calling their God on a daily basis against the oppressors, against those that are oppressing them, against those who are keeping them in the dark, against those who went all the way to Kenya to kidnap their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and brought him back to the zoo and put him almost in a solitary confinement for the past 2 to 3 years now. Going to 3 years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been confined into a solitary confinement in the DSS Gulag, and nobody is doing anything. A citizen of Britain, a UK citizen, they abandoned him because they know the game they played with Kenyan government.
Ndị be anyị, daalụ nne na ụmụ Igbo. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ cheta na ihe a bụkwa Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ozi a unu nụrụ n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ 2nd of February 2024. Anyị si na ọ ya dịrị ncha niile na mma, na mgbe ikpeazụ na ncha niile ya ana Biafra ya adịrị, ana Igbo ya adị. Ise dịka ị ga ya bụ ife ka ife nwere ikwu gbasata maka ya bụ ife airdrop n'iru akwụkwọ a. Chetakwanụ, I need your own comment and share ya ka o riche many Biafrans aka ka ha mara ihe na-eme, ka ha sọpọtụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ihe ọ na-eme, ka ha sọpọtụ Maazị Simon Ekpa na ọ dị m na mma ndị Igbo ka ọ na-azụ, ọ bụrụ ọ dị m na mma ụmụnne ya na ụmụnne ya. Ọ gwụna ka ọ ha n'ọnụ. Daalụ nri nenu.